sisters, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for your presence on this special occasion on the day that our friends Rehan and Sabreen are going to tie the knot in front of you. You are special people in the lives, that's why you're here today. My name is Muhammad Enwas and I'm duly authorized by law to solemnize marriages according to law. The procession we're about to witness is a combination of Islamic and civil ceremony. So with this we hope that the marriage is not only legal in the eyes of the law we live in Australia, but also according to the religious point of view. So they're legal in the eyes of God the Almighty as well. I will begin with the wedding ceremony. And after the wedding ceremony, they're going to do the hijab and hukm, the marriage contract according to Islamic faith. And after that, they're going to do the presentation of the dowry wedding gift. While they're doing that, they're also going to make the vow exchange, which is like a civil ceremony. After that, I will lead the prayer, dua. So I'm going to ask you to kindly raise your hand, and we pray to God Almighty for them, in particular, but also for all of us. And then we do the sari, and I'm going to present them to you as a newly wedded husband and wife for us to congratulate. So we make it short and simple. Hopefully it's not too much problem. But yeah, most important to make it more memorable for them as well. Okay, without further ado, I will begin with the wedding ceremony first. This wedding ceremony is the requirement to the validity of the marriage. So this is really, we'll have some advice for you. We have Sabreen how to live your life as a husband and wife in marriage. Okay, so please lend me your ears and pay attention. Alright, and there will be some Arabic for the introduction, but the content of the service, when I have to quote the verses of the Quran, I will provide you with the translation. I will begin the sermon then. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahil mahmudu bi ni'mati, al-mahmudu bi kudrati, al-muta'u bi sultani, al-mahmudu min adabihi wa sabwati, al-nafidu amrahu fi samaihi wa ardi, alladhi khalaqa al-khalqa bi kudrati, wa maizahum bi ahkamihi wa azzahu bi dini, wa akramahum bi nabihi Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala nabiyil karim nabiyina Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yaumil qiyamah. Qala Allah ta'ala fil Qur'an, ya ayyuhalladzina amanu taqullaha haqqa tuqatih wa la tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. Ya ayyuhan nasu taqu rabbakumul ladzi khalaqakum min nafsin wahidah wa khalaqa minha zawjaha wa batha minhuma rijalan katsiran wa nisaa wattaqullaha alladzi tasaaluna bihi wal arham innallaha kana 'alaikum raqiba. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu taqullaha wa qulu qawlan sadida yuslih lakum a'malakum wa yaghfir lakum dhunubakum wa may yuti'illaha wa rasulahu faqad faza fawzan 'azima. Amma ba'du. So brothers, sisters, ladies and gentlemen, on this second day of Shawwal, 1439 Islamic calendar. This is the second day of the month of Shawwal. For those who celebrated Eid, I said Eid Mubarak, a happy Eid. May Allah accept our deeds during the month of Ramadan and forgive our sin. And this is coincide with the 17 days in the month of June 2019. Here in front of us, our brother Rehan Sabdar and sister Sabreen Hasnuddin Shaida have decided to join in matrimony to begin a new chapter in their lives, together as husband and wife, seeking the blessing and the mercy of God the Almighty and following the example of His Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Brothers, sisters, ladies and gentlemen, you might be wonder worried about the weather when you come here. But I can tell you, rain is a blessing for us. Rain brings blessing to many people. And the farmer, if you're a farmer, this rain is something that you've been waiting for a long time, because it brings life to the crops. But more importantly, in the Quran, God says when the drops of water from the cloud landed on the ground, on the dry land, it was described this union between this water, the rain, and this dry land. God used the verb zawaj, which is like the same verbs, the same words God used for marriage. So marriage in Islam is actually a union between these two different substances, like the rain and the land and the dry soil. And from this union coming out beautiful vegetation, plants, flowers, fruits, good things coming from this. And this is what we expect from this union between you, Rehan, and sister Sabreen. Rehan and Sabreen, this marriage is not only legalization of relationship. When you're marrying each other, yes, Allah has made this possible. It's His mercy that through this marriage you will find someone to share your feelings. We're born with this quality that we need someone to share, someone to love. And this marriage make it possible for you. This marriage will allow you to have someone to lean on when things are getting tough. But also when things could happen to you, you want to share this with someone. Your love and affection that you have in your heart, you need to express it to somebody else. And this marriage make it possible. But I don't want you to stop there, Rehan and Sabreen. Marriage is more than that. Alhamdulillah. Through this marriage, Allah will make you husband and wife, make you halal to each other. But through this union, I want to remind you that this is also an act of worshiping. Marriage is a command from God. Just like when Allah command us to pray and to do fasting in the months of Ramadan, to give charity and be kind and nice to every people, God also command us to get married. So what you're doing here actually are doing something that what we call an ibadah. Okay? It's not only to legalize a relationship. Everything that we do following command of God is an ibadah, an act of worship. And you'll be rewarded for that. But you need to have a pure and correct intention. Not only getting married to have someone in your life, but also to have this awareness. This is command of God. God says in the Quran, وَأَنْكِهُ الْأَيَّامَ مِنْكُمْ وَالصَّالِحِينَ مِنْ إِبَادِكُمْ وَإِمَائِكُمْ. Those who are single from among you, get married. Don't wait for too long. And don't mess around. Yeah? Don't wait for too long, especially if you already found someone, because there's so many good things in marriage. To the extent God says that يَكُونُ فُقَرَاء, even if you're poor, don't let this poverty stop you to get married. You know how many people become discouraged to get married because you're scared that you won't be able to provide for your family. But in this verse, God says, don't let the poverty stop you. يَكُونُ فُقَرَاء يُغْنِهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ. I will provide for you. I will back you up. I will give you risky provision from the source that you never expected before. This is a promise of God. So have this intention in your heart that through this marriage, you also following the command of God, the Almighty, our Creator. Remember this, Rehan and Sabreen, this means a lot. If you have this correct intention, it will make everything that you do in your marriage life and become an act of worship. Not only today, everything that you do after today. Sabreen, Rehan, for example, you work to provide for your family. Even though the responsibility in yours, but I know Sabreen is working as well, if you continue to do that, every step that you take, every sweat that you drop, Allah will count that as a good deed that will be recorded in your good deed. Okay? Will be recorded in your book of record as a good deed. Okay, even like, you know, in your marriage life, you will have some tests, some tough times, and you being patient, right? Being tolerant to each other, so like that, right? And you try to be, to be able to listen to each other. This patience and tolerance that you show to each other has become a good deed as well. And so this is the important things of correct intention. It will make a difference. It will make your marriage solid because you understand that what you're doing now is not only for the life in this world, but also for the life in the hereafter. God in the Quran said, those who are married, husband and wife and the children, and they follow each other in faith, God will reunite them later in the hereafter. The better place that the place that we have in this world. That's why in the Quran God says, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَاتَّبَعَتْهُمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ إِيمَانًا أَلْحَقْنَا بِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ. Those who believe and they follow each other in faith, in belief, God will reunite you. Will put you together in a better place later, that you will have a place that no eyes has ever seen, no eyes have ever perceived before. And this is a place, it's called Jannah, paradise. You will be there together with your wife and your husband and your wife. Not that it will be gonna be dull and boring without your wife and your children, but it's gonna be like you will have this extra joy that that you know that your wife and children are with you safely in the paradise. Rehan and Sabreen, for those of people never know before, Sabreen was born in a country about 20,000 miles away from here. Is that right, Sabreen? In Saudi Arabia. Okay? And Rehan was born in Pakistan. Let me say again, if I can say the name of the place. Kanewa? Yeah. Kanewa in Pakistan. But mashallah, you see them before here today. Here they are. They're going to commit and tie the knot, commit to each other, and spend the rest of their lives as husband and wife. Brothers and sisters, this is nothing coincidence at all. This is nothing coincidence at all. This is something that already pre-written in the destiny by the time they were 4 months in the mother's womb, respectively. Do you believe that, Sabreen? When you're 4 months in your mother's womb, this destiny that we're witnessing today is already pre-written. The same thing's here. God says, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. And from among my sons that let us understand these signs, God says, I have created for you, husband and wife that you're going to marry. This is something that already pre-written by God. لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. And from this husband and wife, you will find happiness, peace and tranquility from each other. لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. Remember this, Rehan and Sabreen. You are marrying each other, and the least that you can expect from each other is happiness. To provide happiness. When we are marrying each other, you need to know that you are marrying Sabreen because you want to make her happy. And Sabreen, when you are marrying Rehan, you want to make him happy. This is the least you can expect from each other. Okay? After a while, sometimes people forget this. Today it's probably, yes, of course, I'm marrying him because I want to make him happy. We want to be happy together. But you see that people in the marriage life, after a while, they forget this. And they start to hurt each other. They start to offend each other. And I want to remind you, when these things happen, this is, okay, this word that I said to you, the least that you can expect from each other is happiness. Okay? But the verse continue. لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. And I have given you special gift between husband and wife. God put between our two hearts two spells in it. Mawaddah wa rahmah. Mawaddah is love. And rahmah is mercy. How many of you obviously married?
Yeah.
Okay. How many, brother, you married? How many of you not married yet? You don't have this gift, brother, until you're married. Mawaddah is love. This love, Rehan and Sabreen, that you have between the two hearts is, attraction to each other, affection you have to each other. It's like plant this gift of love is they're still young. You need to make it grow bigger and stronger every day by exchanging gifts, taking care of each other. All right. So it's like water. So like a young plant, you need to water it. Okay. You need to weed it out. You need to put some compost. So it's growing bigger and stronger every day. This love between you two. But marriage with love only is not strong enough. That's why God says, as well as love, He also put between our two hearts rahmah, mercy. Very important to understand this. And many marriages and things that I'll marry him because I love him, but they don't have mercy to each other. So understand this, Rehan and Sabreen, understand this. God is most merciful. Mercy is one of the attributes of God. And with His mercy, God gives and provides for all of us. Not only human beings, animals and plants, even like the planets, the sun, the galaxy, and the smallest one, the bacteria, virus, God provides for them. To all human beings, some of us don't want to know God, but God still provides for them. Yeah, you need to understand this is the mercy of God to us, that He provides for all of us, regardless our attitude to God. God still provides. This is the mercy of God, and this is the mercy that God wants us to extend to each other in marriage. That with this mercy that you have, you want to give and give and give as much as you can, without asking anything in return. And this is important. Yeah, when you're married, okay, we talk about responsibility. We don't talk about rights, because when you're married, Rehan, you don't have rights anymore. You lose your rights. You only worry about your responsibility. Now, of course, you still have your right, but don't worry about it. If you don't get the rights in this world, you will get it in the hereafter. And if you do your right, that means Sabreen, will enjoy the if you do your responsibility, you fulfill Rehan's, Sabreen's right. The same thing applies. Okay, so worry about what you can give to each other. Don't worry about what you can get from each other. Give as much as you can. The other aspect of God's mercy is God says, "Qul ya ibadiyalladina asrafu ala anfusihim la taqnatu min rahmatillah. Inna Allah yaghfiru dhunuba jami'a." Rehan and Sabreen, God says, "O my servant, who has transgressed against yourself by committing sins after sins, by making mistake after mistakes," God says, "Do not lose hope of my mercy." Yeah? Do not lose hope of my mercy. God will forgive our sins when we go back to Him and ask Him for forgiveness. No matter how much and how big mistake that we have done, when we ask God to forgive, He will forgive us. And this is the mercy that God wants us to extend to each other in marriage as well. You will commit mistakes after mistakes. You will wrong each other again and again. Because none of us is perfect. Okay? None of us is perfect. But with this mercy, God wants us to be able to forgive each other. No matter how many mistakes we have done to each other. Alright? No matter sometimes, none of us is perfect. You will have shortcomings. Maybe if you look at Sabreen today, Rehan, you think everything about Sabreen is perfect. But later you will find that not all of them perfect. Okay, you will find something annoying about Sabreen. True, brother? You've been married, you find from each other there's something that you don't like.
Yeah, I'm not
something.
perfect.
But you are perfect, eh? MashaAllah. But remember about this. Why we expect our wife or husband to be perfect while we are not perfect? So you need to have tolerance. You need to have patience. And you need to have this ability to forgive each other. Doesn't mean, I know that Sabreen is going to forgive me, so I'll feel free to make mistakes. No, you still do your best. But with our weaknesses, when our wife or husband make a mistake, we should be able to forgive each other. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time and bore you, but I hope this is something that both of you, Sabreen and Rehan, can take on board. Please remember this advice. It's important. And don't take your marriage for granted, because marriage is big things. It's not an easy job. In the Quran, God says that marriage is actually a fitna, a trial for us. If you do it well, you'll be rewarded. You the great rewards. And inshallah, not only the reward from the world, but also Allah will reward you with many children. That's going to complete your happiness. So take this seriously, and hopefully you can practice and implement it in your marriage life. Barakallahu li wa lakum bil ayati dhikr hakim wa minni wa minkum illa wa innahu ghafurur rahim. Thank you very much for listening, brothers. I hope you can learn as well, brothers and sisters, in your marriage life. I don't know, sometimes after a while we forget all these important things, but yes, hopefully you can learn something. Okay, thank you for listening. Brothers, sisters, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do the akad now. Okay, the akad, the marriage contract. This is what we call mithakan ghalidha, heavy contract. Not only witnessed by us in this room, Rehan and Sabreen, this akad contract that you're going to enter is witnessed by God the Almighty in the heaven and His angels as well. So take this seriously. Okay, when you say it, when you utter it with your tongue, affirm it with your heart. Okay, make sure you understand this. Consequence is, okay, for the rest of your life. Hopefully until only death that set you apart from each other. Okay. Brothers, are you the witness? But all of us, where's the other brother? Are you there? Abdullah. So all of us, please be a witness to this. I'm going to ask Sabreen first. Can I confirm with you that you enter this marriage with your own will? No one forced you? No? You sure? No last minute change of mind like that? Alhamdulillah. You witness that, brother? Because in Islam we have no such thing as a forced marriage. So they have to enter this marriage willingly. Now, then I got the consent from Sabreen. I'm going to ask you now. You ready? Yeah. Okay. Rehan Safda, I marry you to Sabreen Hasnuddin Zeda with a dowry of 1 gold bracelet.
I accept Sabreen hands in marriage with her 1 gold bracelet.
Brothers, you happy with that?
Yes.
You happy with that, brother? Barakallahu lakuma wa baraka alaykuma wa jama bainakuma fi khair. Brother, alhamdulillah, in the name of Allah, God the Almighty, I declare Rehan and Sabreen to be husband and wife from the Islamic perspective. Alhamdulillah. Give them a big clap, brothers. That you are now husband and wife. Can I get you to stand up now? You. Have you got the, yeah? Inshallah. Have you got the wedding gift? Okay. The bracelet first. I'll hold that. That's mine. Okay. I'm going to put her in. Very good. Now, take this. Okay. Can you put that ring in her finger? Now, I want you to face each other. Okay? Alright, closer and hold hands. Okay, alright. It's okay, you're already husband and wife. Rehan, can you look at Sabreen in the eyes? Sabreen, look at his eyes. Okay, I want you to repeat after me, yeah? I call upon
I call upon
the people here present
people here present
to witness
to witness
that I,
that I,
Rehan Sabda,
Rehan Sabda,
take you,
take you,
Sabreen Hasnuddin Saida,
Sabreen Hasnuddin Saida,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold
having told
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer
for richer,
or for poorer,
for poorer,
and I promise
in a promise,
my love to you
my love to you,
forevermore. All that. Sabreen, you ready? Look at him in the eyes. Alright, he's gonna say that same thing. Repeat after me. I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Sabreen Hasnuddin Saida, take you, Rehan Sabda, to be my husband, to have and to hold in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, and I promise my love to you forevermore. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, in the name of Allah God the Almighty, I declare Rehan Sabda and Sabreen Hasnuddin Saida to be husband and a wife. May God the Almighty shower His blessing on both of them, and may He unite you in goodness, love and mercy, with you all happiness, success and prosperity. Barakallahu lakuma wa baraka alaykuma wa jama bainakuma fi khair. Again, brothers, give them a big clap, please. Can I ask everyone to join us in dua, prayer, supplication? We can please raise our hand, and turn our heart and mind to God the Almighty, and we pray to Him for Rehan and Sabreen, and also for all of us, inshallah. I'll say the prayer in Arabic and in English as well, inshallah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Hamda yufi ni'amahu yakafi mazida. Ya Rabbana wa lakal hamd kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karim wa adimi sultanik. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim wa barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alamin innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik lahuma fi zawajihima. Allahumma barik lahuma fi zawajihima. Allahumma barik lahuma fi zawajihima. Oh God, bless this union, Allah. Bless this union between Rehan and Saida. Bless this union, Allah. Allahumma ali bainahuma kama alabta baina Adam wa Hawa, kama alabta baina Ali wa Fatima wa Zahra, kama alabta baina Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa Khadijah bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Oh God, please unite them in love, in goodness and mercy, as you did with Prophet Adam and Eve, as you did with Ali and Fatima, as you did with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with Khadijah. Oh God, with your mercy, Allah, you unite them in goodness, love and mercy. Allahumma inna as'aluka min al-khayri kulli ajilihi wa ajilihi ma alimna minhu wa ma lam na'lam. Allahumma a'inhuma ala dhikrika wa shukrika wa ta'atika wa husni ibadatik. Oh God, please help them in remembering you, God, in being grateful to you, and in obeying you, God. Allahumma arzuqhuma dhurriyatan salihah. Oh God, please help them. Please bless them with pious and righteous children that's going to complete the happiness. Allahumma barik lahuma fima razaqtahuma waghfir lahuma warhamhuma. Oh God, please bless everything that you're going to provide them with, and have mercy on them and forgive the sin. Allahumma nas'aluka min al-khayri kulli ajilihi wa ajilihi ma alimna minhu wa ma lam na'lam, wa na'udhu bika min ash-sharri kulli ajilihi wa ajilihi ma alimna minhu wa ma lam na'lam. Allahumma nas'aluka al-jannah wa ma yuqarribu ilayha min qawli amali wa niyati wa i'tikad wa ma qadayta min qadar faj'alak wa thurus. Oh God, give us goodness of today and tomorrow, of what we know, what we don't know, and protect us against evils of today and tomorrow, of what we know, what we don't know. Oh God, please allow us to enter your paradise. Make us among those who deserve to enter your paradise, and make us closer to your paradise through our words, through our deeds, and through our intention. Oh God, help us learn and find guidance from all matters that you have decided from our destiny. Rabbana hab lana min azwajina wa dhurriyyatina qurrata a'yun waj'alna lil muttaqina imama. Oh God, bless us from our wives and the children, the comfort of our eyes, and make us leaders of those who have taqwa. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Oh God, please give us goodness in this world and the hereafter, and save us from the torment of the hellfire. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun al mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin amin alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Thank you, brothers, sisters, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in prayer. May God answer our dua, supplication for them, and also for all of us. Okay, are we gonna do the signing now? Can I get you to come here first? Rehan, why don't you stand behind? So, this, one last here. That's what I'm seeing there. Brother Atif.